What's going on, guys? Goosey here again today. Now today we're gonna talk about a subject that made me cry yesterday. Yesterday was the release of the final chapter of Fairy Tail. Um, for those of you who don't know, Fairy Tail is a series that is famous for the power of friendship. Like, if there's a villain that's too strong, because of my friends, I can beat you. And I mean, I fell in love with this series. It was probably it's easily one of the first anime I ever watched. And it was legit the second manga I had ever read. So if people who know me, that means that Fairy Tail is probably one of the first mangas I've ever read, and it's forever ago. You know, it's been a long time. And I really liked Fairy Tail. I loved every second of it. Not much else I can say. I mean, it was really beautiful for the longest time. I couldn't get enough of it. I binge watched from season 1 to the Grand Magic Games where it ended. And then when they released the whole Fairy Tail 2016 thing, I was like, oh my god, or is it 2014? It's 2014. Because Fairy Tail was canceled for 5 years. So, that was insane. And then when they ended that in 2016, and then they announced the movie, which premiered this weekend in Japan. So I'm a little jealous. Japan, how could you? But that movie premiered this weekend. It's basically like the whole Dragon Slayer arc, teaching them about the Dragon Slayers in the past, I believe. I haven't seen. The final season of Fairy Tail has been announced as well. That is set to premiere next year, 2018. I didn't check the date, but I know it's set for 2018. So that'll put a lot of people in tears, because some people don't read manga, they just watch anime, which kind of sucks, you know. Well, I mean, I'll talk about the final chapter. The final chapter, I mean, after that giant battle where they defeat Agni Logia with the power of friendship. Seriously, Fairy Tail. But that was that, and you know, it was beautiful. At first it was a little freaky, because you're like, wait, Lucy's telling a story? And like, you know, the entire time they've been narrating in Fairy Tail, it was like it was like Lucy telling a story. And then here's the thing. It kicks off with them in a festival, and Lucy's an accomplished author. And they're saying that the main character is based on her. And I'm like, oh boy, please don't tell me it really was some giant fairy tale like I told my friends. I'm like, fairy tale's just a fairy tale. It's a joke. This is like, these are things Lucy's writing to her dead mother is what I would say. But then they're like, oh no, that's why your friends are all lively. And then they show Natsu and the gang causing a ruckus. Gray stripping in the middle. Juvia getting naked with Gray. Like, there was a lot of cute couple moments. Lucy herself confirmed all the couples. You have Evergreen and Evergreen and Elfman. And then apparently Loxus gets 3 girls at once. Unconfirmed, but he gets 3 girls at once. And spoilers now. Nalu wins. Nali does not happen. I'm sorry. Because I'm saving that in, because the crowning jewel was Levy goes up to Gajiel and says, hey, psst, psst. And then he's like, what? Whispers, Gajiel starts sweating. And then Lucy's like, did I just hear baby? So Levy's pregnant. Confirmed by Wendy. Yeah, Wendy heard it. Oh my god, it's like, that was a crowning moment. I almost cried, because for those of you who know, Gajevi is my favorite couple from Fairy Tail, and I couldn't say much more. I was really, really happy with that ending. I mean, it was great. Years of Fairy Tail, I mean, it's a solid ending. No risks. It's over. The moments were happy. No one died from the main cast. That's the beauty of it. No one died. Well, it's like Mashima promised. There was a funny moment with Guild Arts. Well, speaking of Guild Arts, I like how people say Fairy Tail likes to copy characters, and yes, Guild Arts is based heavily off of One Piece character. But I also love when people say that Mashima copies Rave Master, and I'm just like, wait, you guys do know that Mashima wrote Rave Master? You can't copy yourself, can you? I mean, that's something I've been taught my life. You can't copyright yourself. You can't plagiarize yourself. So that's why I always laugh when people compare it to Rave Master. But yeah, no, going on, it was just so touching. Everyone had like their beautiful moments, reuniting moments. Everyone is helping each other. There's like so much teasing. Everyone's just there. And it's a happy moment. And then even at the end, we get a little Nala moment because Natsu's trying to push Lucy to get out of the room because she's like half naked and asleep. Apparently she went home and drunk and fondled Natsu drunk. And she's like, oh god, I remember everything now. I can never get married. But it's still funny because then before they go, Natsu's like, Lucy, wait. She's like, oh my god, I'm blushing. And then it gets even funnier. He's like, hurry up and get dressed. We gotta get going. She's like, what the hell? I got all nervous and scared for nothing. He's like, well, does it even matter what I say? Because we're gonna be together forever anyways. Reference to the fact that they're going on a century quest. That's essentially the end of Fairy Tail. All of them together going on a century quest. I couldn't believe it. It's the end of Fairy Tail. It still hasn't quite hit me. It's a show I've been reading for a long time, years back. And not much else I can say. I mean, power of friendship. Fairy Tail shaped the way I look at anime, and you know, I did cry. Such a beautiful moment to see. I mean, I hate to imagine what happens when One Piece ends. Oh god, that's gotta be bad. Well guys, that's all for today. I can't really say much else. I don't want to give too much away, but that kind of spoils a lot anyways. So, later guys, and I'll just send us off with the Fairy Tail sign.